What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with a brand new series. We are finally starting the Mass Effect series. Obviously, quite a bit late on this series. Seems like my camera's lagging a little bit. Hopefully that's not a consistent thing. But I've been wanting to do this series for a while. Obviously, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 lasted a very long time, but now that we finished that, there are some other good games out there, but I really want to dive into the Mass Effect. Whether or not we'll be playing all of them in a row, I don't know. I'm sure we'll get to all of them at least eventually. But I'm excited to jump into this. I also had no idea this was the first 3 games. I had no clue. That's kind of crazy. Give me 1 second though. I want to make sure the camera's not lagging for the recording and just this. Alrighty, camera looks good to go, so without further ado, I think the volume's doing okay. Language English. Subtitles, controller vibration. We're not playing with controller, hopefully that's not an issue. Gameplay feedback, crash reporting. Okay. Let's go ahead and start this adventure. I'm excited. Okay. Ooh. What's extras? Options. Graphics. Let's make sure everything's set to high. If there's anything that you guys think that I should change, feel free to let me know and I'll go back. I am going to turn down the music just a tad. I don't want it to be too loud. Controls, gameplay, combat difficulty. Level scaling is legendary mode. What's the difference? So in classic mode, the original 1 to 60 level range will be used instead of the new. Why wouldn't we want to do classic mode? Right? Level 1 through 60? Squad power usage, defensive. Squad members will use in combat. Wouldn't we want them all? Subtitles are definitely on. Enable tutorials because it's been a super long time. We don't want auto level up. I might do veteran. Instead of normal. Calibration, brightness, hopefully everything's okay. If anything's not okay, feel free to let me know and I will change it in the next episode.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database.
Let's get started.
Classified information requested.
I'll keep an eye on the camera, make sure it's in a good position.
Establishing secure connection.
Where's the subtitles?
Secure connection confirmed.
Ooh. John Shepard, Jane Shepard, or enter new ID. Let's do custom
Please
mail.
log in to access your profile.
Kaige-O Shepard, for sure.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile.
Nice. We get to decide
Confirm
what he looks like.
pre-service history.
Whoa. Okay, I forget about all this. Pre-service history. We can be a spacer. Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. So this is like a military family. You were born and raised on Mindor, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindor, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol and you enlisted with the military a few years later. Or Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. Okay, so we can have a classic like military family story. We can have a vengeance story. Or we can have like a glow up story. Let's do Earthborn. Petty crime and underworld gangs. We were an orphan.
Confirm psychological profile.
During your service, a mission you are on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you are alone, left to tell the tale. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. I think I like the war hero.
Confirm
We're willing to
military
sacrifice ourselves.
specialization.
Oh, okay. This is okay. So, we got some classes here. Soldiers are combat specialists, ideal for the front lines of a firefight. Soldiers have improved health, can specialize in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to wear medium armor, and can train in the use of heavy armor. Improved health, all weapon types, front lines, medium and heavy armor. Engineers are tech specialists. Using the holographic Omni tool, they can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only wear light armor, and they specialize in pistols. I don't know if I like the pistols, but everything else sounds really cool. Adepts are biotic specialists. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only wear light armor and specialize in pistols. Infiltrators combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can specialize in pistols or snipers and wear medium armor. Sentinels combine biotic and tech abilities. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, though they can also disrupt opponents with biotic or tech attacks. They are more efficient at tech and biotics than other classics, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only wear light armor and receive no specialized weapon training. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They specialize in pistols and shotguns and wear medium armor. Oh, I kind of like the Infiltrator. I wouldn't mind having like both abilities, but no weapons and expensive combat makes me nervous. The Adept is pretty cool. I don't know how I feel about specializing in pistols. The sniper rifle could be good. Shotguns and pistols and wear medium armor. I think I'm going Infiltrator.
Facial identification.
Let's change our appearance. What kind of presets do we have? Let's start with this. Okay, let's go here. We want light complexion. We're a pretty pale guy. We're pretty young. Neck thickness. And we got a pretty skinny neck. Not gonna worry too much about this stuff. Okay. That stuff looks good. Let's lower that jaw a bit. Mouth shape. Let's get some normal white people lips. Let's do that. Mouth lip size, mouth height, nose shape. I feel like we got a pretty skinny nose. Alright, hair, which is the most important in these games. We got some longer hair right now, but ooh, these haircuts are pretty bad. I guess they are military cuts, yeah? I guess we'll just go with the basic. Is there like a light brown? It's more reddish. Her hair's not that light. I guess we'll do it. We'll do darker. Scar? We nearly sacrificed ourselves. We should have a pretty gnarly scar. But what did we almost sacrifice ourselves to? I like over the eye. That's pretty cool. Code? What the heck is the code? Alright, this is us.
Profile reconstruction complete.
This is us. Not a huge fan of the character.
Confirm facial identification.
I don't know, something about him's throwing me off. I don't think I like the hair. We'll do something like that instead.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Oh my gosh, what happened to my eyeballs?
Confirm facial identification.
Okay. You know what?
Confirm
We're committing.
military specialization.
We're committing.
Confirm facial
Confirm
identification. Profile
appearance.
reconstruction
It reset?
complete. Confirm facial identification.
Okay, change appearance. There we go. Finalize.
Profile reconstruction.
Alright, let's get into it.
complete.
We spent too much time doing this. Boom.
Identification confirmed.
Alright, veteran, classic mode. We want subtitles on. Subtitles are on. Tutorials, level scaling. I don't know why we would do level 1 through 30. I want to do level 1 through 60. Squad power usage. Let's do it. I'm scared. Let's see what happens. See how the story begins.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets. Learned to look out for himself.
He proved himself during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
He's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question his courage.
Humanity needs a hero. And Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Nice. In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of galaxy call it Mass Effect. Whoa.
The Arcturus Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination.
So weird to play this
Relays
game
on.
after
Acquiring
playing
approach vector.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
All stations secure for transit.
The Joker. I remember him.
Board is green. Approach run has begun.
We don't look too bad. Could we change our facial hair? That's one thing we didn't even look at.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
Nihilus.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Ooh, here we go. I agree.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Ooh.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I heard.
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Codex, XP, Paragon plus 2 journal. Press escape. What's the Codex? Personal history summary. Profile. Oh. You were born on Earth, but you never knew your parents. A child of the streets, you learned to live by your wits and guts, surviving in the hidden underbelly of the megatropolises of humanity's homeworld. Eager to find a better life, you joined the Alliance military when you came of age. You were on shore leave at Elysium when the first wave of the Skillian Blitz struck. A massive coalition force of slavers, crime syndicates, and Batarian warlords attacked the human colony, determined to wipe it out. You rallied the civilian inhabitants, leading them in their desperate fight to hold off the invaders. When enemy troops broke through the colony's defenses, you single-handedly held them off and sealed the breach. After hours of brutal fighting, reinforcements finally arrived and the enemy broke ranks and fled. Because of your actions, Elysium was saved, and you are regarded throughout the Alliance as a true hero. Timeline. Holy cow. Armstrong Outpost becomes the first human settlement on Luna. The 100th anniversary of the first lunar landing. First human settlement on Mars. Extract helium-3 fuel extraction from the atmosphere of Saturn. Jump Zero begins beyond the orbit of Pluto. Discover the Prothean ruins on Mars. Chiron Mass Relay. Founded to coordinate exploration and colonization of extrasolar worlds. Shipping accident exposes downwind communities to containers of dust form element 0. Roughly 30% of the children born in Singapore after element 0 exposure suffer from cancerous growths. Commander Shepard born. Some children of Singapore exhibit minor telekinetic abilities. First contact war, occupation and liberation of the human colony of Shanxi. Humans learn potential of biotics. Roughly 10% of exposed children show some level of biotic ability. Parliament formed. Embassy on Citadel. Slavers attacked the Alliance colony. Pirates and slavers attacked Elysium. Thresher Maws devoured the Alliance colony. In retaliation for the Blitz, an Alliance fleet wipes out an army of slavers on the moon. Current date. Well, that's cool stuff. Oh.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations. The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
Nice. Now, I don't know...
Roughly 1,200 years ago,
we don't need to listen to that again. Interesting that it only read the primary, but I guess that makes sense. I don't know if we'll go ahead and read all of those, but for now it's cool to see. Prologue on the Normandy. No assignments. Squad. The squad screen lets you view your team's talents. Mouse over a talent or its rank to view it. Click on a talent to spend a talent point to gain a rank in it. As you gain levels, you will acquire talent points and unlock higher ranks. First aid, decryption, damping. Electronics, fitness, tactical armor, sniper rifles, and pistols. Infiltrator, charm, and intimidate. Oh, we have 3 points. So what is this? These are like skills. Overheats enemy weapons, burns them for 2 damage per second. Does 50 damage. Does 200 damage to enemy shields. Makes them 20% more vulnerable to damage. Reduces heat buildup on pistols and sniper rifles. Increases the tech mine explosion damage. Opens up new dialogue options. Dude, I have no clue. Marksman, assassination, shield boost. Dude. I have no idea. I have no idea. We don't have a helmet right now. Okay. Main menu, equipment. The equipment screen allows you to equip and upgrade gear for your squad. Click the filter tab to switch item types. Select an item and click the equip button to assign it. Upgrade slots, breakdown into Omnigel. I have no idea what any of this is. Resources, assault rifles, shotguns. So we have an assault rifle and a pistol right now. Grenades, Omni tools, and armor. Okay, these must be like the upgrade slots. Okay, cool. Well, let's go. Let's get things started, shall we?
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
The inspectors are always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Who's this? How do we talk?
It's not the kind of place Spectres visit.
Put your weapon away.
That's crazy.
What are the controls? Hold on. Options. Key bindings. Move forward. Use?
He wouldn't take orders from a
Space bars to talk?
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
That's fair.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll look into it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Is there anybody else we can talk to? Oh, Corporal Jenkins? Chakwas?
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
The doctor's right.
Only a fool goes looking for a fight, Corporal.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're a war hero, right? Held off an entire enemy fleet during the Blitz single-handed? That's the kind of talent the Spectres are looking for.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Be careful.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Commander.
Well, at least we're getting some background here. We're getting some lore and stuff, which is cool. Here's Nihilus. See what this guy's got to say.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I wouldn't know.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Covert pickup.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Are we expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
There's more, Shepard. Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority.
Okay.
If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Just tell me what I have to do.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Okay.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Alrighty.
Just give the word, Captain.
Let's do it.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Here we go.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
I think I have a feeling I know what happens, but I'm not gonna spoil it, and I could be wrong. So we'll see. We'll see what goes down. The good old Normandy.
Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
I don't like putting my life in the hands of a Turian, sir.
Nihilus is on our side. He wants you in the Spectres, and he wants that beacon.
Okay.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
Let's see it.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Let's see it. Now, I hope there's some good tutorial stuff in here.
Ship perimeter secured, Commander.
Okay, scroll wheel.
Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Use right mouse button to draw your weapon. H to put it away.
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Gas bags?
Oh god. What happened here?
To change weapons, hold left shift, left click on the weapon. Oh, we got something of everything. But we're most efficient with snipers and pistols, it said. Okay. Control is crouch. I don't know if I like these controls. So we got Jenkins and then the dude from the front? Not the Joker, but the other guy? Geez, Jenkins went down early, huh?
Not now, Commander.
Oh, you hold space to run. Oh, these controls are
Ripped
weird.
right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We can't help him now. Oh, he deserves a burial.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
Alright, let's do it. How do we take cover? Metagel is needed to heal injured squad members. Omnigel can be used to bypass decryption and electronic challenges. Both can be acquired by defeating enemies and opening containers. Wow, the heck? Press V to use Metagel to heal your squad? I don't even know where the dude's at.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Okay. Squad. Oh, we got 6 points now. We should probably start doing this stuff, huh? We can't level this up yet? Okay, well we should probably get overload. 50 damage, does 200 damage to shields. Oh, we already have it. I want to get some in Charm and Intimidate. Reduces heat buildup on pistols. Should probably get some Infiltrator. Increases the Tech Mine explosion damage. An EMP. Restores 400 extra hull during vehicle repair. Damage reduction. Damage and accuracy. I have no idea. We're just... okay. We'll just do this. I have no clue. Oh, Caden. Okay, you have throw. Throws enemies away from the caster. Barrier. Absorb up to 4. Will not block attacks that bypass shields. To your shield that absorbs damage but cannot block attacks. Okay, yeah. Let's get you better shields. Restores 40 health for all wounded party members. Let's get you first aid. You're a sentinel. Use tech and biotics more efficiently than other classes. Reduces the recharge time of abilities. Yeah, let's do that. What's up with the codex? Oh my gosh, there's so much. We don't got time. I didn't even really hear what Nyla said. Use shift, left shift to issue orders to your squad, or use Z attack your target. Q and E have a specific squad mate move. Dang, I didn't read it all. Q and E to send them ahead, C to call back. Oh. Nice. Okay, I want to see what this is. Medical kit. Could be useful. Medigel. Nice. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how veteran difficulty is. My goodness. That was brutal. Save her. Aw, dude. We're bad to the bone.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
What happened here?
Give me a status report, Williams.
Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
Geth?
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
Probably for the beacon, dude.
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Join us.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile.
That's tough.
Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Alright, let's go.
Move out.
So now we got 2 squad mates, so if we hold left shift... Okay, this is our stuff. You are using your pistol. Okay, we got new squad members. You are a soldier. Combat armor, assault rifles, pistols, assault training, melee damage and weapon damage. Increases accuracy and damage. Yeah, we'll keep you on assault rifles. What does this do? Only available when using assault rifles. Firing assault rifles generates 80% less heat and does 50% more damage. Purges weapon heat on use. Let's go 2 in each. Although, let's do a little less survivability for more health regen. I don't think I'm going to have you use pistols. And then you don't seem to have a weapon specialty. I guess a pistol is fine, right? Maybe we should put you on the assault rifle. Yeah, we'll give you both assault rifles. I'll run the sniper. Upgrade kit.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Radioactive rounds and hammerhead rounds? Hell yeah, dude. Press escape. Access equipment. So my sniper rifle. Whoa. Cooldown reduction? Weapons force? Do we want to use this yet? I have no idea. I have no clue. We'll hold on to that for now. Light armor, scorpion. We might use that though. Oh, this is a new... Is this new? Very nice. Okay, it wasn't an upgrade. These were upgrades. Ammo upgrade. Weapons force. Increases the amount of physical force transfer to the target. Let's use it. Oh yeah, we're kidded. Screw it. Can we, like, interact with this? Oh, jeez. It's awful. Move to the edge of cover and press. Ah. Okay, so everything's like spacebar, which is super weird. Approaching a low object will make you crouch to cover behind it. Press G to throw a grenade. Whoa! That was kinda cool. How many nades? Oh, okay. Nades are on top of the gun. The whole shift thing is throwing me off. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Press F, melee attack. Oh, that was a one shot. That was pretty nasty. Alright, we're opening everything. Pistol, a shotgun, and a sniper rifle? Dude.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Okay.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Dude, I think Nihilus is bad. I don't know about you guys, but I think he's pretty bad. Okay. Accuracy rating is worse. Heat sink capacity and damage per second. Oh, we can transfer upgrades? Hell yeah, dude. We want the higher damage. Screw the accuracy. I don't know what heat sink capacity is. I'm assuming that's how fast the gun, like, overcharges. Okay.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
What is that?
Oh god, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
You just running in circles? Hey, big fella. Wasn't too bad. These guys seem a little bit derpy, which is good. Easy decryption. Some locked objects require decryption or electronic to access. If any squad member has the required talent, you'll be able to unlock the object using the decryption or electronics interface or by spending Omnigel. Advance to the central core. Move the left mouse to move around the ring. Left click and right click to move inward and outward. Oh. Well, that's not too bad. That's kind of cool.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Who are you?
What are you doing here?
I'm Dr. Warren. I was in charge of this excavation. We hid in the shed during the attack. They must have come for the beacon. Luckily, it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Oh, he's tweaking.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
I think he's telling the truth.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Oh, we not gonna shut him up.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Okay. Okay. Oh, a new pistol. Medium armor. Now, can we should be able to give this stuff to our allies too, right? Sniper rifle, Banshee. We'll look at more of this stuff later. Because we seem to be getting a lot of upgrades. Oh.
Saren. Nihilus.
They know each other.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
He's not Geth?
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Nihilus wasn't bad, I guess.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Dang. They already got the beacon, huh? Oh, God. My goodness. We can't fire until it all goes down. Okay, that's good to know. So once it overheats, like, that's it. Pistol, assault rifle. Dude, we're taking everything. Poor Nihilus. How do we go forward? Oh, God. Oh. Oh, I see. It's timed. Okay.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
Okay.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Is that all?
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Nice. Good thing we went into that charming thing.
Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Ah, we didn't do enough though. Damn it.
Okay, forget about it. I've got more important things to worry about.
At least we got an item. Stinger and a combat sensor. Storage locker, easy electronics. Okay. Nice. Jeez, dude, we find so much stuff. This is actually crazy. So how does this work? Oh, we can save whenever? Okay. Let's go find out what happened to our boy. Containment cell, huh?
Smells like smoke and death.
Do you have anything else like laying around?
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Okay. We got all the kits, baby. At the start of next episode, we'll go ahead and look over all this stuff. Make sure we got the best stuff equipped.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Who are you?
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it.
First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick.
This guy.
1 minute that ship was descending, the next.
He's got info for us.
Swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
Okay.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Journal and area map. Boom, quick scope. Oh, we missed. Oh, you're done for. Whoa. Whoa. Come here. Ugh. Sit down. How the hell did he get that shield? It's kind of cool. Oh, powers? Oh, so what, we gotta tell them to use all their stuff, or they'll eventually, like, use it automatically? Dude, I'm so happy we went with the sniper. Sniper is gas. It's gas when we hit our shots. There we go. Alrighty, well, I think before we get too far ahead in this mission and we gotta stop a whole bunch, we are gonna go ahead and end things here. Let me just make sure this works. New save, save game, save one, we go to load, perfect. Well, as always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.